Welcome aboard the podcast, A Woman's Spark with Janik, a place to show women how powerful they are and remind them of the spark that they carry, the strength that gets us up every single day. Every single time we fall, we get back up. A place to feel seen and understood when we don't fully have what it takes in the morning, on a hard day to get back up, or on the roller coaster of life. This podcast is to help women heal and feel heard and understood, and hopefully become the best version of themselves during the roller coaster of life. I want to build a community of women that wants to help one another and inspire each other to become stronger and more united as we were born to be. And I know I say this in every episode, but it's true. We are stronger when we're more united, when we uplift one another instead of bringing each other down. Today is going to be an unscripted episode. It's an episode where the first one, my first ever podcast episode, was about what I had endured in my younger years. And sometimes it's okay to delve back into those times, but also there are other reasons why I started this podcast. And without having to go back into my past, because sometimes it's okay to just live in the present. And this is what I'm learning right now, is to learn to be in the present. In the last year and a half, a lot has happened, even since I've turned 40. 40 was a big year for me. I thought everything would change for the better. I had stopped being chronically ill. I had chronic pain for 3 years prior to a year and a half ago. I'd had a tubal ligation back in 2014, which further down the road ended up being, I was the 1% that ended up having her clips detach and be clogged into an organ, which created immense pain. And I went through 2 years of fighting for myself through the medical system telling me it was impossible. I was starting to get all sorts of various diseases. So smelly skin and perimenopause at only 35, all those symptoms of hot flashes and insomnia and mood swings. And the doctors made me try all sorts of different medication to always be told that it was in my head. So those were the first 3.5 years of my last 5 years. I had to fight for myself with growing children. But over the last 5 years, I had chronic pain, go through a medical system that didn't believe me. To then, at my 40, I thought things would just take a turn and I could go to the gym, make myself healthier again for my family and my husband, make myself happier again and us happy again, to turn around and start going out and meeting new people, to then be told that our relationship didn't work anymore, that I wasn't what he needed anymore, or he wanted to try, but it wasn't quite what he needed. So the last year and a half, we've tried to repair what we had, try to find each other again. But through that came, and I'll be honest here, psychosis. This is hard. For a whole year, we were partying and I was injuring myself through the medication, but I got a psychosis from the shock of being told his revelation and the aftermath of a party night. And so with that said, a whole year of psychosis, a whole year of turmoil of not being myself and trying to reconnect with my husband, but not being myself. And him wanting to be young again, have fun, find his youth again, find his purpose again. And so that just did not click together. So now, through my last year, the podcast is what I decided I wanted to help women, because through that time, I did not feel seen. I did not feel understood. And through my whole life, I feel like I didn't fully feel seen and understood. This is what I've learned, is that you can't fully feel seen and understood because no one will ever walk in the same shoes as you have. But if we can manage to find a way as women to reconnect, share our experiences, no matter how different they are, they do collide, and they can make you feel seen and understood, and they can make you feel like you have an ally when you talk about the same kind of topic and the same kind of similar experience. So this is why I started the podcast, to, like I said in the introduction, is to allow women to heal through being seen and understood and become the best version of themselves. Because once you live something hard, once you live through a life experience that changes you, you're never the same person again. But it is possible that that life experience, and I say it is possible, it's a reality that that experience will bring you closer to who you were meant to be. If you allow yourself to feel your emotions, to feel your pain, no matter how painful it is, just be surrounded by all the best people you know and care for, who care for you, and they might not be the ones you think of. Be surrounded by the right people and uplift each other and let yourself be uplifted. So, the Be Guided, Be Inspired community wants to be that for you, wants to create moments and experiences where you can feel seen and understood through its podcast, through its community, through its blog, through maybe conferences and books. I want you to know that you matter, because we often feel less than and we are hard on ourselves. But you matter. Your life matters. No matter what you do and what you want to achieve, however little or big your dreams are, because dreams are never too small or never too big. They just are your dreams, and they are meant to be followed. You matter. You matter to the people around you. You matter to the person you don't even know, because you might change their life by making them feel seen and understood, or just even smiling at them. So, with that said, I want to thank you all the listeners, for listening or watching, wherever your platform may be, to the A Woman Spark podcast, because women do have a spark. Women have sparks that get them back up every single time. But when you don't feel like you have the strength to get back up with that spark, just know that it's okay to rest and start again the next day, but feel surrounded by other people. So this is it for us for today. Thank you very much for tuning in this week, and come back on next week on one of your favorite podcast platform. If you want to get involved with the Be Guided, Be Inspired community, and you want to share what kind of impact you've had on others, or you would like to share your experience, your life-changing experience that you have lived or currently going through, come and meet us on the platform at www.beguidedbeinspired.com altogether. Write me, and I will happily respond to you and get back to you and connect with you. And who knows, maybe we'll get each other back up, because you know what? I also need to get back up, and I'm no better than anyone out there. I do have days where I have a hard time getting up. So I want you to know that I feel you, I hear you, and I see you. Let's change the world of women one conversation at a time. Keep sparkling, you beautiful women. See you next time. Thank you.